So, Parasite, you referred to it earlier.
Well, it's once again it's a kind of a end of the world situation. It's sometimes you can see where things are going. Especially I hate to dive too deep into things, but especially like in politics and the decisions that are being made nowadays, and it's just like, man, every time I turn around, it seems to me like something else is just leading us down the wrong path. And eventually, I'm going to wake up one morning, and if I wake up, and shit's just going to be gone. Things are just going to be different. We're going to wake up one day and we're, well, hell, nuclear blasts or whatever, and that's kind of where that line comes from. There, I stare at the sun. Will be here tomorrow. I wake up every day and look at it. Don't know if it's going to be here tomorrow or not. It's just. And for that, for that very reason, and people may call me ignorant, but I refuse to watch the news. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm just tired. I read the paper, things, but look at articles, and I read a lot, but I refuse to watch the news anymore.
Well, I mean, there's the whole if it bleeds, it leads. But I stopped watching the news after reading a book about how to get healthy, and one of the first things was stop watching the news, and they suggested doing it for like 6 weeks or something, but I got to tell you, that was like 6 years ago for me or longer, and I feel better for it. There's times when people say, did you hear about this? And I didn't, and I don't think I'm any worse off from not hearing about something. I mean, I still hear about the super tragedy things, or what my wife will tell me, but for the most part, and maybe I'm ignorant, I got to tell you, I think I'm a happier, more joy-filled person because of it.
Well, that's kind of like the same thing, the same thing with me. It's just people do the same thing. I go to work. Did you hear about this and this and this? I'm like, no, I have no clue what you're talking about, man. Yeah. Like, don't you watch the news? No desire. It's just doom and gloom and death and destruction, and I don't want to hear about it. I got enough crap going on in my life without having to worry about that. And my wife, she can't stand that stuff. She doesn't even want to hear about the Mayan, the whole 2012 thing.
Right. Yeah. Right.
We all know that whoever was making the calendar just died and nobody picked it up. Right. It's just, right. You got to be real about this kind of stuff. But she didn't want to hear about it. She didn't want to read about it, and she didn't want to hear anything on the news. She was totally freaked out when that day came around, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I said, it is what it is. If it happens, guess what? There's nothing that you're going to be able to do about it.
Yeah.
Not a damn thing.
I'm telling you, Michael, I get most of my news from The Daily Show, and I think because of that, I even like most news less, because it's not real journalism. Sometimes just getting people yelling at each other on TV, and it's stupid. So, and Daily Show points that kind of crap out.
Yeah, I like The Daily Show.